Many years ago, I worked for a good sized organization. And one day, one of the HR managers popped into my office and said, "Hey, I was just interviewing someone and they dropped your name. What do you think?" Well, the short answer is that person didn't get hired. And the real lesson here is don't name drop nor include people on your reference list without being pretty sure that they have some positive things to say about you. So I've got a few tips. Number one, let's start big picture. Take inventory of all the potential people that you could list as references. Think about bosses or teammates or vendors or clients or organizations that you volunteered for. Once you have a list, I want you to call those individuals and ask permission to use them as a reference. Now, if you get a little inkling of hesitation, you probably want to move them off your list. But if you're going to use them, make sure you've asked for their exact title, that you get their name right, the name of their organization right, as well as their preferred email and phone number. So for those people, I also want you to write a short description of the context of your relationship with them. How do you know them? Are they your boss? Were they a teammate? Explain that so that the person reading the references knows how they're connected to you. Okay, so you've been interviewing. It's been going well. And if you have asked for your references, well, here's what I would do. Now that you have this inventory of people, select the 3 or 4 that can best speak to the qualities that the potential employer seems to be looking for. And when you've selected those people, now call them or email them, not necessarily to ask permission again, but to tell them to expect a call and to let them know how the interview went, perhaps some things you're concerned about, and some qualities that perhaps they could emphasize. If you want them to speak to a particular project you did together, make that request. That's fine. So I've put a template on my website that gives you some sense of how to organize your references for when you need them. I'm Mary Beth Deepest from Program Savvy Consulting. I hope you, as I do, work really hard to try to get some good references for your work.